Hello everyone, I'm back with another Anything Goes Saturday, and I found another product. I know I have not used this, and I ordered it from a bulk buy group I was in years and years and years ago. This is Flour Soft, and I know that many people probably have never heard of it, but what it is it's finely shaved foam, and it gives your image texture. So I'm gonna play with these, but I gotta find a container to put the stuff in to work. All right, found containers. For today's card, I'm gonna use white, strawberry, and sand. I don't know if the sand's gonna work. It might not be the right color, so we'll find out. So I'm gonna set these aside because the first thing I have to do is stamp my image. The first image I'm going to use is this one here from Arden Creative Studios. I'm going to stamp it in Memento Gray Flannel. I wanted something, but I didn't want something you could see, but not real dark, because I'm planning to attempt to go over it, the stems, with a alcohol marker. All right, so I'm going to stamp that right there. All right, I'm going to set that one aside to dry. I'm going to do white with that. My next one that I'm going to do is this cute little peekabee from Unity Stamps. And I'm going to stamp it on white with black Memento. This is the one I'm going to use sand on. And I'm hoping it works, because what I want to do also is to cut it down. All right, now. Okay, so there's that one. And then the last one that I'm going to do is a strawberry one. And this is from a class I took with Tailored Expressions. And it was a stamp set. It had all kinds of fruit. So I pulled this one. Oh, I'll be using the black on this too, and the green. So this one gets a lot of colors. We'll see how it works. I'm probably going to do just one image today, and then over the next couple of weeks, do the other images and share with you, because it takes a while to dry and it just takes too long. So, all right, I'm gonna go back to this one, and this is gonna be my card for today. And this one uses the white, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some glue. I'm gonna use the Art Glitter glue. It says it's really good for like glitter, so I'm hoping that it works for this. And I have a little container here. The thing that it was explained in the video I watched is it's physically impossible to get this back in here. Let me see if I can pull out some. So I'm going to take this, and I'll store it in this. I don't have a top for it, but I might have one top, so I can stack them and put one top on it. But they say you want to let this out so that it can kind of expand some. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my glue here. Now I got to get my glue going. There it goes. Okay. I've been trying to store this on its side so that my glue stays in the tip. Okay, and that prevents it from drying out. All right. All right, so let me pick this up so you can see it a little bit better. There's my Flour Soft, and it's got to dry. So I'll be back when this is dry. My Flour Soft is dry, and it is kind of soft. I had heard that it gets hard, but mine didn't. And I'm going to pair it with this pretty teal color. And I have a background and a base, or a mat, and my card base. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take and I want to finish this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace over, oops, let me move this off of here. That might help. Trace over my lines with my alcohol marker. And I'm not worried about making sure I get all of them, because it doesn't really matter if some show and some don't. So how many of you have Flour Soft in your stash? It is an old one from way back when. Like I said, I was in a bulk buy program and I got it because we were a bulk buy. We got it really cheap, but wow, I couldn't believe it. All right, now this is going to go on here, and that kind of almost looks electric. Give it a few minutes to dry, and I'm going to put some tape on here. Okay. Like so. Now let's get our card put together. You know what I don't have? I don't have any gems. So I need to go downstairs and check my stash to see if I might have a color to go with this, because I think it needs some gems. I am going to keep it clean and simple, which from what I understand, there are many versions of what is clean and simple. I discovered that today. But all right, let me go see if I can find some gems for this. Okay, I found some in my stash. So let me, oh, wonder where that one went. All right, I'll put one here, here, and here. And then I'll put, let's see if I can get it on there, if it'll stick. And here. All right, now this I'm going to put on with some foam adhesives. All right. Nope, that's not. That's cardstock. Okay. Let's get this. Well, nothing like having all kinds of trouble to get the backs off. Obviously, I need to use those up because they're getting difficult. And I think I'm gonna put it here, off center, for just a little bit different look. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna move it over slightly. There we go. And there's today's Anything Goes Saturday with Flour Soft. Make sure you come back next week to see what I do with the Flour Soft. Have a super Saturday. Bye.